This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Trinity United Church of Christ of Jasper announces a construction project to improve sanctuary in the main building. Jasper Arts and Library announced the second Give Where You Live Day. Plus, we have comments from Dean Vonderheide and Tom Mormon from Wednesday's Jasper Chamber Luncheon. In sports, Kurt Guxell talks with Jasper Wildcat football coach Tony Ahrens. On WJTS Informed tonight, DuBois County Sheriff candidate Tom Kleinhelter is our guest. All this and more on 18 WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. Keeping in step with the United Church of Christ denomination's goal to provide an extravagant welcome to all, Trinity United Church of Jasper announces a construction project to provide easier access to the sanctuary and main building. The church has been part of the Jasper community since 1898 and built the present sanctuary in 1966. A major addition west of the sanctuary added classrooms and rooms for community use in 1997. In 2016, the church started a campaign entitled God's Home Improvement, which includes a series of improvements focusing on hospitality to the Jasper community. This present project is the most extensive to date. Now with the planned improvements, 52 years later, the north corner of 8th and Clay Street will change again. The main scope of the project will provide the much-needed accessible and visitor parking spots. The project will include a new concrete drive with a relocated entrance and exit. A new wider and taller canopy to facilitate the drop-off of people will be added. Jasper Lumber Incorporated is the general contractor and plans to have the project completed by the middle of December. Wednesday at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce annual luncheon, Dean Vonderheide was named as the President's Community Excellence Award winner. As promised last night in our WJTS News, we have comments from the annual luncheon, including Dean Vonderheide, discussing his acceptance of the award.
Well, it's everything, you know. It's the people that supported me when I was going through high school, through college, provided me jobs, just constant support from this area. And I say community, it's Jasper and the entire county of DuBois. You know, it's been wonderful to be able to give back some and work on the projects that are priority for this area. I love being involved in the city council, being involved with Jasper Leads and the cultural center and getting this thing done. It's definitely top of my list. You know, I really can't wait to see that happen.
The annual President's Community Excellence Award is given each year to an individual in the community who has given of himself or herself in a variety of ways in order to make a difference. We congratulate Dean Vonderheide. He is the 29th person to be selected for the annual President's Community Excellence Award. The annual meeting of the Jasper Chamber of Commerce also took a time to look forward into the coming year with a new president. The 2019 Jasper Chamber president incoming is Tom Mormon. Mormon talks about the upcoming year for the chamber.
This year we get to host the Crane Expo, which is a big thing for us. We only get to do that every so often, and this is our turn, Jasper Chamber, to host it. That's a big thing. This initiative, the My Pathway initiative that VUJC is working on, is very exciting, and that has an opportunity for all the businesses around town to not only get new employees, but to retain those employees when they get them. And that's probably what I'm most excited about for us. But then the typical things that the Chamber always does and have always done, led by Nancy. I'm going to be the president, but Nancy always heads us up. She's spectacular.
This year's keynote speaker was NSWC Crane Commanding Officer Captain Mark Osterreich. We'll have comments from Captain Osterreich about NWSC Crane in tomorrow's newscast. 18 WJTS TV recorded the luncheon and will rebroadcast the meeting next Thursday, October 25th at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday, October 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The second annual Give Where You Live Day of Giving campaign aimed at supporting arts and literacy initiatives will be held next Friday, October 26th, with activities planned for the entire day. This year's campaign will specifically benefit programming at the Jasper Public Library, stage equipment at the Jasper Art Center, and ongoing facility and programming needs at the Astra Theater. Committee Chairman Linda Colley says they were blown away at this outpouring of support for the inaugural Give Where You Live campaign that took place in May of 2017. Colley says the success of that day was instrumental to the arts in the community, particularly as it related to helping Next Act finish the renovation of the historic Astra Theater. She says they are hopeful for another fantastic day of giving and support. Whether one chooses to participate in any of one or more of the day's activities, the very big show of support at Jasper Art Center that evening, or simply make a donation on their webpage, Colley says they are very much appreciative of your consideration, big or small. The inaugural 2017 Give Where You Live campaign raised more than $70,000. This year's campaign will be another day filled with events, activities, and other opportunities in which the public can participate and in turn support the effort. Students off school that day, so there is a concentrated effort and focus on children's activities with special events at the train depot in the morning and the Astra Theater that afternoon. The day will conclude with a showcase of local talent of all ages, with the very big show of support. Tax-deductible donations may be given at any time prior to or on October 26th at the Give Where You Live website. That is www.gwyl.org. There are various giving levels, most of which are complemented by an entry into a raffle for a different number of incentives. Some of the incentives include in the raffle are a singing telegram delivered by members of the Actors Community Theater, a canvas paint party at Jasper Art Center, a private escape room for the winner, and 7 friends, and a birthday party package with the DuBois County Bombers at League Stadium in Huntingburg for up to 15 children. Multiple donations would also increase raffle entries and ultimately the opportunity to win. New for this year's event is the Top Donor Business Organization Contest. The business that is the top dollar donor will receive a private movie showing at the Astra Theater with pizza provided by Papa John's. For more information about the 2018 Give Where You Live Day, including a list of events, visit gwyl.org, jasperarts.org, jdcpl.lib.in.us, and/or thenextact.org. For any of the 3 entities on major social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, that's another way to get information. We also will have a WJTS Inform featuring Kyle Rupert with Jasper Arts and Christine Golden from the Jasper Public Library next week on WJTS. This reminder from Ferdinand, the Ferdinand Electric Department is notifying the public of a planned power outage this coming Sunday morning at October 21st, that is, as part of the department's transition to a new electric substation. Town officials say power will be cut off Sunday morning from 4 until 8 a.m. and will affect most customers located between 5th and 18th Streets. And yet another reminder, this one from Huntingburg. Officials with the City of Huntingburg want to remind customers that the city's utility department is currently in the process of conducting an annual gas leak survey. The survey, which kicked off on Monday, is required by the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission and is expected to take up to 2 weeks to complete, weather permitting. The survey is used to check gas systems for leaks. Residents may notice city workers in yards, alleys, and roadways. Survey areas include Ireland, Holland, the Huntingburg Business District of 4th Street, and along U.S. Highway 231. The Daviess County Community Foundation has announced its Community Good Grant Awards. The grants total over $120,000 for 15 projects of 15 organizations serving Daviess County. All of the grants were made possible by people and organizations establishing and contributing to unrestricted and field of interest funds held by the foundation. The top 2 recipients are the Youth First for Youth First social work program for Daviess County Schools, which received $20,000, and the Candleburg Fire Department, which received $18,000 for the In with the New, Out with the Worn Out program. The grants conclude the foundation's 2018 Community Good Grant Program in Daviess County. Early voting at the Perry County Courthouse is now underway and will continue through noon on Monday, November 5th. The courthouse will also be open to Saturday mornings for those wanting to cast early ballots. Perry County early voting is taking place in the Commissioner's Room weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The courthouse will be open 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday, October 27th and Saturday, November 3rd. On Monday, November 5th, early voting will end at noon. For more information on voting and the November 6th general election in Perry County, stop by the Perry County Clerk's office or call 812-547-3741, 547-3741. Join the Patoka Lake Watershed Steering Committee in a fall mini cleanup at the Youngs Creek Grimes Lake area of Patoka Lake this Saturday, October 20th from 9 until 11 a.m. Because the Youngs Creek access area in Orange County is in a remote location with limited parking, participants are asked to register for the event in advance. The remote area is most known for fishing, hunting, and kayaking. Volunteers will pick up litter from the gravel access roads and may also choose to bring kayaks to clean litter up from the shoreline. Shoreline cleanup by foot will be dependent on the lake water level. The Patoka Lake Watershed Committee will provide bags, gloves, and litter grabbers. Patoka Lake DNR will take care of disposing of the trash collected. Registered participants should wear long pants and sturdy shoes. Kayakers should expect to walk or drag their kayaks to the shoreline and must have a valid DNR non-motorized boat permit. Although unaccompanied children are welcome, this event is recommended for adults and older children. Water and hot or cold beverages and snacks will be provided. I think it will be hot beverages this time. Participants are asked to bring their reusable water bottles and to-go mugs to limit single-use containers. Help rid Patoka Lake Watershed of unsightly, unhealthy trash. Pre-register at 812-482-7865, 482-7865. You can email duboiscoswmd@psci.net. Participants may check the Patoka Lake Watershed Steering Committee Facebook page for updates. This cleanup is sponsored by the Patoka Lake DNR and the Patoka Lake Watershed Steering Committee. Mold in dorm rooms on the campus of Indiana University has been a growing problem in the last year. IU President Mike McRoby said Tuesday in his 12th State of the University address that they are on top of it. McRoby said as of Tuesday, the school has been working with a third-party vendor to remediate 285 dorm rooms and around 140 rooms left to clean. He said the school will reimburse any medical expenses by students who suffered from a respiratory illness because of the mold. Now we ask that you stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS News.